Hello guys, how you doing? Queen Lizzie has just been laid to rest. This is going to be my last video for today, so thank you so much for watching, and may you rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II, the only king or queen I've ever known before today. Right, let's get on. We've got 2 races left. We've got, I think, a new suspension just came in. So I'm really keen to see what the guys can do. Let's jump in. I'm going to do something slightly different today though, something that I haven't done before. I am going to plan my race before the race. That makes sense. So I'm already thinking about how many laps and stuff the track is, and I think it's going to be a 2-stop. Possibly you could squeeze it out to be a 1-stop, but my god, you're going to have to be good at not burning up tyres.
The
So we're not really fast
has
enough
already started
for that.
here in Sao Paulo as Brazil welcomes the Formula One Grand Prix. The Autodromo José Carlos Pache has been a staple of the racing calendar for decades, and soon we'll once again be watching the best drivers in the world give it their all. The Sao Paulo track is beautifully designed to present an enticing challenge for teams and drivers alike. Between medium-speed S-corners, hill climbs, and the high-speed section after Junção, this circuit calls for cars to have a balanced setup to succeed here. With the season nearly concluded, time is running out for the teams. Can anyone make a last-minute breakthrough? Can the leading drivers hold on? Only time will tell. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Alright, we know what we have to do. We have to A, get lucky, B, get very lucky. It'd be nice if we were a little bit more on the pace, but we haven't been able to get the car setups quite right for a while. Need to work harder at that. So, looking at the reports and the track info, I can see that it is a mixed bag. Very much a fast track with some straight sections. So that should theoretically help us, but yeah, chances of a safety car, pretty high. No guarantees, of course. 67% chance of a safety car. So yeah, if we can pit on a safety car, we're going to save ourselves like 23 seconds. That's huge. 23 seconds is huge. Expected strategies are soft, hard, medium. I don't think that's a terrible strategy, to be honest. We're thinking 20 laps, about 50 laps, something like that. 20 and 50, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, that could be good for us. They're competitive for about 14 laps, they're competitive for about 21 laps, and they're competitive for about 29 laps. I might even go soft, hard, hard, because 10.13, I'm not losing much there. 20 hundredth of a second, and a little bit more there. Okay. So we want to keep our hard tyres. I'm not so worried about the softs, but the hard tyres we definitely want to keep. We've got brand new car setup, so it doesn't matter what we qualify in today. Not that we ever qualify in anything particularly exciting anyway. Yeah, I'm thinking... No, not that. I'm thinking some of that. Some of that looks good. We can keep what we've got because we've got brand new parts for the race. That might help us a little bit, you never know. Okay, slightly different. Okay. almost forgot. Exactly the same. Fair enough. It's a bit gamey, but that's fine by me.
Radio check.
Copy, radio
What
check.
Piastri can do today.
That's green now. Green now.
See if he can unnerve Jack again. Poor old Jack. Thought he was the bee's knees. And all of a sudden, Piastri came and just smashed him out of the water and went, nah. You're like half a second slower than me, and he's still slower by 300th of a second. Whoa. .300th of a second. At least Jack Doohan has got closer to him. Not half a second off now. Oh, I say that. It has grown again. Now it's 300th of a second. Now it's 400th of a second.
Further rain expected.
Copy.
I'm not paying attention. Okay, so we've got a couple more laps and then we're going to have to come in. So we're going to have to switch over to wets.
I think the rain's coming down.
Copy.
Alright, bring him in. So, tell me, what do you think? So far so good. Missing a bit of information off here and here, but okay. Let's go to wets. So the traction is bad. Boost traction then. Piastri's like nearly got his 500 points straight away. He's only been out there 20 minutes. It's crazy. Tyres severely overheating. Well, that's because it's not wet enough, apparently. Stupid game. Now it's wet enough. No, still not wet enough.
Okay.
Let's set up confidence is good straight away. It's always nice. Traction is way off. But look at that. Great, 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 bad, great. Try that. Nice little start for Piastri. Why are the tyres severely overheating? It's like on and off. Soaking wet track. I don't know what's happened there. Why did it pause? No. Halfway through, he's got hardly any experience, hardly any feedback. Piastri's got 2 loads of feedback and nearly maxed out his... Doohan just can't drive with Piastri. Piastri just embarrasses him. Look at that. 4 seconds off the pace, mate. Wow, Doohan. I don't see how I'm going to be able to negotiate swapping these drivers over and still keep them all.
We've had a crash!
Norris is out of practice.
Back on the car.
Setup confidence is great. Do I keep him out there or do I bring him in? Leave him out there for a few more minutes. And then we'll bring him in.
No further range.
Copy.
Right, so let's speak to my daughter then. So nothing much has changed. Piastri's almost given enough feedback. Pull him in. Be awfully nice if Piastri would finish off his feedback. Okay, what can we adjust here? Right, so action is definitely too far. There's something that's optimal there. I like that tweakiness. That's looking real good. Setup confidence only good. Quite what we're looking for, I'm afraid. Oh, I see. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. That's a good P1. But Piastri, I mean, oh god. He's competitive in this car. Doing just isn't. Oh man. Breaks my heart.
Okay, that's end of session.
Everyone's taking penalties this week. Right, P2. Untested. Untested. Okay. So I don't know, I'm not convinced in any way, shape or form that it's going to be possible
Radio check.
Radio check.
to swap Piastri into the team without losing one of the drivers, which is not what I want to do. And the fact that you can't, I don't think you can do it, sucks unbelievably. And now my concentration to waver slightly.
Dromedar run wide.
Oh, good. Vesti is running wide again. At least he's consistent. If I need to lose one, it's going to be Vesti, I'm afraid. Even though I think Vesti is a fantastic driver, and I've got him for 5 years, there's just no way on earth I can have him in my team. That's the reality of it.
Light rain in the pit lane at the moment.
Copy.
Ah, God, we're going to put some wets on. Wets on. Oh my God, look at that. Reoptimal. Up they go. Vesti is 200th of a second off of Doohan. Doohan is 400th to 500th of a second off of Piastri. Yeah, stay out there, mate.
When you have it, give me feedback on balance.
So here's a query. If they've got 100% climatization with the track, surely their feedback should be better, right? If this game is anything like realistic.
No further rain expected.
Okay, copy.
Call them in there. Oh, that's a good setup right there. What are we going to adjust though? Not be that. It has to be that one. Or does it? No, maybe it doesn't have to be that one. Maybe it could be this one. But that doesn't change this. Let's try that. So, according to the game, we can get as maximum of 25. Oh, I thought it was going to be good then. Thing is, that's optimal. So, okay, could work. We're running about a minute a lap, I think, isn't it? Is that right? 1 minute 20. Okay, 1 minute 20 a lap.
Someone spun out.
Some people are still out there on wets. Why did we have to come in? Because our tyres were overheating. They're on wets and inters. I feel like some of the feedback this game gives you is just so wrong. We've done way more laps than anyone else.
They've gone wide!
Doohan's running wide again, unnerved by Piastri's existence, it seems. Doohan's not a million miles off Stroll, but Stroll is a million miles off anyone else. But not the best situation.
Here we are, back for another day of Formula One action, where practice wraps up and qualifying unfolds. Practice 3 affords the teams one final opportunity to tweak their setups, as the drivers get to grips with the tracks every turn. Once they reach qualifying, there simply won't be time to think twice. Drivers will need to outdo one another if they're to climb their way up the grid and secure themselves a solid starting position for tomorrow's race. So here we are, ready to resume.
Right, so I've really held on to those hard tyres because I'm thinking soft, hard could be the way to go for us. But we just need laps now, that's the problem. We'll try and use as little as possible here. Untested. Traction is out. Right, it only leaves us with 2 lots of softs.
Radio check.
But our pace is
Copy,
not
ready,
quite there,
Jeff.
is it?
That's green now. Green now. And car balance feedback.
Oh! Set up confidence optimal. At last, we've done it. I can't wait to see that, I tell you. Optimal setup. At last. So Doohan really needs to do something for us today. We need 5 points. He could pick them up all by himself. All of the points we've got are from Doohan right now. Vesti really needs to buck his ideas up. Vesti's almost out the door. He's got a 5-year contract, which I'd love to keep and put him into practice seat. But
Did somebody spin out there?
it's a joke the way this is set up. The contract system is set up. I can't do anything with both drivers. That's a massive irritation, to say the very
Sounds like a
least.
spin.
Let's have a look at these tyres. So definitely Vesti is better at holding onto his tyres. So maybe he could do a one-stop race, I don't know. Be a hell of an ask. I thing is, we're not fast enough, anywhere near fast enough to really be competitive. Because a one-stop race would just end up in us having more problems. Right, let's have a look at this. For the first time. What? It's... oh no, I thought we'd done it. I thought we'd done it. But we're just a smidge off being perfect. I have no idea what we could change to make that better. Could try that, but that's just going to break everything else, I think. Well, that could be it. Could be it, you know. Right, what do I want more? I'm going to put intermediates on. I'm going to burn them up. Screw it. I want to hold on to as much as I can. Now, Vesti's tyres are burning up. Let's pull him in. Man, this is a really good setup as well. That's worth a try, isn't it?
All okay.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
Russell's had a spin. A bit concerned about this. Plus, rather stupidly, I haven't had them out on the current setup with our new equipment. It's kind of dumb. Not quite going to get 100%, but I don't want him to crash. We lost a bit. Oh, that was a good try. Yeah, just keep going, fella. Yeah, we'll call him in. We don't want a big crash.
Anyway, good job. Thank you very much.
All right. Everyone's taking penalties. Weird that we don't have any penalties. We know that we have penalties, right? I wonder if we're losing points by not having our best configuration at the end of practice. Do you think that's possible? But sometimes I try and squeeze in a last little bit at the end, and I've only been doing that for a while. Maybe that's why we're getting much less results, because we're only getting a smidge of the bonus. I'm going to be quite annoyed if that's the case. Right, let's put the new car parts on. Brand new engine. Oh, that's why we haven't got the penalty yet. %. I mean, that's pretty close. Okay, guys. Good luck. Grid penalty warning. Yeah. You don't care.
Radio check.
What they like.
Radio check.
All good. Vesti's quite a bit off the pace. Bruin is also quite off the pace. Breeze. So we'll be starting last. That's okay for us. We're used to that. We've got
time has come to fight.
One of the best. Sorry, I skipped that for the first time ever. I think we've got one of the best hack fighters in the game. I think probably better than Piastri. Right, this is the plan, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going to go flat out. We're not going to get 20 laps though, are we? That pace we can get 20 laps. So that's my tactic. 20, 40, push to the end. What do you think? Not going to work like that. It'll have to work like that. And that could work. I like that strategy. The sauce could give us an advantage for like 5-10 laps. We'll do something different here. We'll start with mediums. Then we'll go hard. And then maybe we'll go hard again, but that's something we can only decide at the end of the race, to be honest. That's doable. Alright. So we've tried everything with fuel. This time we're going to go excess fuel. Oh my god, that's a lot of excess fuel. Maybe we can just push so hard. Because the problem is, you've got to remember that our car is a lot slower than everybody else's. So if we can run at maximum fuel for a lot longer, it may give us the edge we need. I want 5 points today, and I'm not kidding.
It's a somewhat overcast day for the drivers, who've now taken position on the grid. Looking now at the Williams. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. And looking at the second Williams car. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. The teams are ready to go.
Hiccups. Alright, here we are.
And now, it's time for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Overtake. He's overtake.
You have the overtake.
Don't fight your teammate. Go for it, lads. Flat out all the way. But show the cams. Show the cameras. You need to be aggressive, boys. You need to gain places in the first 20 laps. There's one. It's nice and easy.
Keep doing what you're doing.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
Piastri's just miles off the pace as per bloody usual. Obviously with all that extra fuel we are heavier, but we've got 10 laps of fuel to burn as we see fit. I'm hoping that's going to work out in our favour throughout the race. Get right there, Dylan.
DRS enabled.
Right, that's what we can do with DRS.
Check the DRS.
Straight line speed is what we've got, nothing else. DRS down here. Are we going to gain a place? Come on, Doohan. Looks like he's attacking. 2 places in 1 turn. Nice. That's what we're talking about, Doohan. More of that, please.
Doing.
Looks like a good move for Williams.
Very good move. Bestie neutral. Jack neutral. This is another track that I really love. I think it's a fantastic track. Jack Harvest. Bestie Harvest. If Jack can get up into DRS distance, he can overtake all of these cars. Got a mistake there from Ricciardo. Jack, deploy. Gotta catch them.
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
Bestie Harvest.
We've just had a spin.
Hamilton spins. Don't see him though, so he must be back on the track. Jack Harvest.
So what DRS?
Copy.
Can we catch them? God. Bestie cam. Bestie overtake. Jack cam. Harvest.
Okay, we can easily overtake.
Jack Harvest.
Copy.
Bestie cam. Go cameras. Bestie overtake. Jack cam. Deploy.
Happy to use
Jack
overtake.
deploy. Catch him up, mate.
Use the rest.
Copy.
So important you catch him up. Jack deploy.
We've just had a car run wide.
Oh, typical Vesti. I might have known.
Currently yellow at 7.
Vesti, deploy. So far, not so good. Jack Harvest. Vesti, deploy.
Yeah. Deploy.
Copy.
Laps in, it's not going well. We are not even close to the pack. If we were close to the pack, we'd be catching and overtaking cars quite easily, I think. But as it is, we've got big problems. If anything, we're actually losing positions. Too much fuel.
Oh, big lock up there.
Maybe we'll get lucky. Hamilton's right by us. That could help. He's a lot faster than we are. We can get right on his arse. Plus, we got brand new engines. Why aren't we faster? But look how ridiculous this is. Jack's got 2.7 laps. Vesti's got 22 laps of extra fuel. What's that supposed to mean? Explain that away. Oh, we're proper losing speed now. So I think going flat out the whole way is a great tactic, but it's just not working out for us. Our tyres are burning up too quickly. And it's kind of being counterproductive. It's a bit annoying.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh, Vesti's actually overtaken somebody. Bloody hell.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
So I'm on softs. How are they all so much faster than me? Somehow I've got to make this last for another 2 laps and then we're going to come in and go hard on the hards. No, I'm not convinced with our strategy right now. Jack Harvest. We're not even fast in a straight line anymore.
You're
Not gone well.
P16, P16.
It's not gone well. Doing is locked up. Got away with it. Bring him in. Double hards. That's the only thing that's going to save us here.
And that's the lockup.
going to be one of those races.
And there's an overtake from Williams.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
I think there's been contact on the track. Let's
Crash
see what
involving
happened
multiple
there.
cars.
Let's have another look. Science is the focus here.
Oh, goody.
You can clearly see the contact there,
Oh.
and that caused a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was a bad one. Come in and whack on some hards, buddy.
VSC.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, for God's sakes, I just said come in. I just... Son of a bitch.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Conserve the tyres, conserve the fuel. Harvest the ERS.
VSC
Simple.
ending. VSC ending. VSC ending.
Oh my God. I'm not ready, I'm not ready.
Back off.
Copy.
Increase. Lift and coast.
Yeah, copy.
And we'll go push.
Copy.
Okay, reduce lift and coast.
Okay, copy.
The Vestes tyre change didn't work out very well because the VSC ended so bloody quickly. No, VSC, that's what I said. Forgive me, I have some stress cookies.
Vettel has just pitted.
DRS is enabled.
Here we go, the pits have begun. That we're so slow and so far off the pace, it's not going to apply to us, but you never know. We might be able to squeeze something out of this yet. Yes, excess fuel is only going to come into play at the end when everyone else is trying to balance their fuel and we're still going flat out. That's the only thing I can hope. The virtual safety car will bring us up in line with everyone else. The ability to go flat out when they can't should give us some advantage. But again, like most races, we are entirely dependent on that virtual safety car. So looking forward to next season. I need to speak to you actually about next season. I don't think it's going to be on this channel anymore. I do have another channel called SimUK Ultimate Realism, where I live stream, and I think I'm going to move this over to the live stream. Some good things about that are that you can get involved if you want. You can come and watch a live stream whilst I'm streaming. You can shout at me and remind me that I need to change my tyres, or I shouldn't change my tyres, or whatever the case may be. But ultimately, got one position there. Hamilton all the way down in 15th. Good lord. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm live streaming, you can get involved. You can always watch it, catch it up after a live stream if you miss it, either on Twitch or on YouTube, or if you want to see it per episode, head over to SimUK Strategy, a channel that I'm trying to grow, but you know, fundamentally, until it gets big enough to make some money, I can't put any time or effort into it. Because, you know, I have bills to pay, as does everyone else. Especially nowadays. So, the only downside of that, of course, is that it might not be an everyday thing. It'll probably be once a week. But, again, maybe a benefit to that. Probably not. Is that I can stream, like, maybe 2 or 3 races in a single session. Which means it's not going to be an everyday thing. There's no way I can live stream 7 races. I'm not superhuman. So that's not going to happen. But yeah, sadly, the number of views that we're getting over here are just not enough to justify it. And I say not enough to justify it. I quite happily carry on doing it with 100 views per video because I'm enjoying it, and you guys seem to be enjoying it, which is cool. But unfortunately, YouTube will punish me for that. They'll say, well, you only get 100 views per video, so we're not going to show your video to many people. Even though all the videos around it maybe are getting 1,000 or 2,000 or 5,000 views. So, yeah, that's what you got to watch out for, is that YouTube is pretty indiscriminate when it comes to crushing you and suffocating your channel. They'll attack you for anything other than a successful video. They want to put you in a little box and keep you there, basically. Alright, so have a look at some of these lap times. So we are competitive. We are catching up 2 drivers in front of us, so up to 16th. We are faster than them. We most definitely are catching them as well. We should be able to pass them pretty well. Jack did overtake 2 different drivers at the same time earlier on, so we know he's got overtaking capabilities. And guys are getting too hot, huh? Tough titties, guys. We need to catch up the cars in front. Oh, we're not catching Norris anymore. Jack, deploy.
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
Corner. Right, we really did catch them that time. Took a second out of them.
Look at that! They've run wide!
So I guess it's possible that by pushing so hard to achieve greater straight line speed, I have kind of negatively impacted on our cornering speed. Or maybe I've gone too far. Maybe I've pushed too far in the straight line speed direction. That would explain the sudden deterioration of our ability to stay competitive. Having said that, we never really have been competitive. And our straight line speed can be useful sometimes. But anyway, neither here nor there. Every improvement is an improvement. So next year we have to really push hard, really significantly find some improvements for the car. The suspension, I think, has improved things tremendously. Maybe we're not seeing the full benefit of that on this particular track. That could very well be attributed to the excess fuel that I've put in the car. But again, I'm hoping these last 10-15 laps where we can still push super hard and no one else can, maybe that's where we're going to benefit. But you know, it is a tricky situation, to say the least. Yeah, we're eating through these tyres so quickly. We're not going to be able to push this hard. It's just not going to happen. Definitely catching them.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
See what state we're in this time. Okay, we were still faster than them on that lap. Not faster than Vettel though. This is the lap that matters. Definitely look like we're catching them.
I think there's been a lock-up.
Schumacher ran wide. It's good for us. What happened there? We were still faster than them, but we don't seem to be catching.
You can afford to drop back.
Copy.
So Vesti's not a billion miles away, but... or is he? No, it's not a billion miles away. But we are just so slow. We have to be lap fast next year to make this work. Look, they've completely disappeared on me again.
Okay, we're happy to push,
Copy.
See how it goes. It's weird. Like, how come we get to put so much extra fuel in on this race, but no other race? Because on some of the other races, you're only allowed to put in an extra 1 litre of fuel, which is pretty much nothing, really. Though I definitely put in too much. 10 laps of extra fuel was definitely too much, and yeah. I mean, I've never had that option before, so I thought I'd take it, you know? Jack, deploy.
Use the rest.
Copy.
Jack neutral.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Copy.
Yeah, disappointing to say the least. Can't seem to burn enough fuel off to get the advantage I'm looking for, really. Jack, pit this lap. Jack, box, box, box. Yellow
He's
flag.
locked up and gone straight on.
Oh, Norris is behind me now. It's interesting. Alright, I'm going to go for it now. I'm going to whack on an extra set of hards. I'm going to change to standard. And we'll leave it there. Bit of a dead race, this one. Definitely put too much fuel in the car. I can't even burn it off. I can't even get through it. It's crazy. Another lesson learned. That's the first time I've been able to put more than 2 extra litres of fuel in the car. So I just thought, well, there must be a reason why you can have 10 on this particular track. Maybe it's super heavy usage of fuel or something. Diego, thank you so much for that sub, man. Really appreciate that. So, yeah. One of those races, guys. Real bummer race, actually. Uh-oh. Vettel is 15th. No, that's okay. He's not going to get any points in 15th.
Seems to have been a lock-up.
Yuki Tsunoda. Right, they're all going to come and pit in now. Ricciardo, Yuki Tsunoda and Norris. They're all going to pit in.
And a new position, just gained by Williams.
How have I only got 52% tyre? I'm not even pushing hard. Oh, crap. We're not going to make it.
Oh, we've had a spin.
He's absolutely
big
not going to
lock-up
make
there.
it. No chance he's going to make it round 10 laps on those
There's an
tyres.
overtake from Williams.
Oh my god. I guess he overtook a car because he was in the pits. Oh, crap. Oh yeah, Vesti was actually doing quite well. Locked up, goes back to the pack. Back of the pack. Thanks
It's been
very
a
much.
crash.
Vesti has crashed. It says 0% on his tyres. What the hell? Car has multiple issues. Okay. Front wing missing. Oh my god. I just want to forget this race completely. I just want this race to be over and to never talk about this race ever again.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
Absolutely horrible. I don't even want to see that. I don't want to listen to his stupid voice. I don't want to listen to anything. That was absolutely horrible. What? He didn't get any points either. It's disastrous. We've got one race left to pull something out of the bag, and I don't see what we can do, to be honest with you. Difficult race, yeah. Team's performance was disappointing. Not just for you, but for me as well. Roman Stanek. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Development point. Let's just improve what he's good at, I guess. What is he good at? Cooling. go for that. Oh, he has no performance bonuses. Does he? No. Okay. Tyre changes. Let's get faster tyre changes. Let's try that. Any tiny little improvement that we can make will all contribute to improving something. Right, this is the next race is the last race. I was going to stream it live, but you know what? I just kind of want to get to the end of this season and see what we can do for next season. It's still possible that we can get the 10 points, but the way the car's driving at the moment, I think all the other cars around us have improved, and they have improved better than us, quicker than us. It's definitely an improvement across the board. Everything is improved, like quite a lot as well. Not good enough. We don't even have the top speed anymore. Look at that. The only thing that's really improved anything are the side pods. There are some significant improvements there. 15th, 17th, but we were 13th when we designed it. 13th fastest, so some significant improvements have come in from other teams, and totally squashed, basically, the improvements that we achieved. Yeah. But next year we have to really focus our attentions more specifically on the areas that need the development. Anyway guys, that was horrible and I apologise, but sometimes that's how races go. I tried something and it really didn't pay off. I have learnt a lesson and hopefully you have too. Alright, thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.